Well, it's about time I do this one. Boys and girls, we're off to BrewDog with this. Well, it's a brewery that I'm sick of hearing at the moment, to be honest. I'm absolutely. This might be the last BrewDog one for a while. I'm sick of hearing about them. I really am. I'm sick of hearing about. Anyway, we've got the 2020 version of their Hazy Jane, which is this one, boys and girls. There you go. New England IPA, as you can see, and it is 5%. Okay, now if you're new to craft beer, you think to yourself, oh, I fancy that, I'll give that one a go. I think I will like that one. But if you're an old bloody beer drinker like me, and like a lot of reviewers out there will know as well, there used to be this one, Hazy Jane, New England IPA, 7.2%, and that one, boys and girls, is an absolute belter. That one there, I would say, is my personal BrewDog go-to beer. Cracking. But what have they done, boys and girls? If you watched my OG Hazy one last week, you will know. I'm not going to repeat myself. But they've re-released it as a 5% New England IPA. Different recipe as well. So without further ado, it's going to be hard to do this review because because of the name, because they've named it that, I will keep comparing it to that one. I can't help it because they've named it Hazy Jane. It's not really the Hazy Jane I know and love. Let's see what we get. Yeah, a little bit of stone fruit there. It smells a lot like that OG Hazy, actually. The 7.2 version, which I did last week. Let's whack it in. I'll have to give it the benefit of the doubt, I suppose. As you can see, it's hazy, that's why it's called Hazy Jane. But do they really need to call, their beers Hazy Jane? There's a bit, a bit of, lumps and bumps gone in there, sediment gone in there. As you can see, it's hazy. It's hazy. There you go. Maybe they should call it Hazy Dishwater instead of Jane. I don't know who Jane is, to be honest. Anybody out there who knows who Jane is, tell us. Why the fixation with Jane. They could call it Hazy Dishwater, as far as I'm concerned. So let's get a whiff. Again, it smells pleasant. It does. There is a stone fruitness to it. It's very pleasant smelling. Not as good as smelling as that one, but I'm gonna go in. So cheers, everyone. I'm going again. Now there's a slight dryness, there's a slight freshness to this beer. It does taste a bit fresh, which I like. There's a fresh quality, which I like. But, here is the but. This is the fucking thing which is getting on my nerves. This beer tastes, to me, exactly the same as the OG Hazy. I think I've proved myself right in my assumption that they've done high gravity brewing in this process of producing these 3 Hazy Jane beers, because that, to me, I think it tastes better than the OG Hazy because it's lower. It's a little bit weaker in its strength. There is more taste to it, but there is characteristics in this beer which does remind me a lot of the OG Hazy. I'm not going to waste my money in buying another bottle of this and a can of OG Hazy just to see. I think I know in my heart that this beer, first off, this beer isn't Hazy Jane. They can fuck that off, okay? Hazy Jane is this beer, okay? They should have called this beer something completely different. Completely different. That is no Hazy Jane. It should be Hazy Dishwater for me. Now, the beer itself, going to the beer, for me, is middle of the road. It's not brilliant. It's not terrible, but it's certainly a beer which you won't remember. There is a dryness, there's a stone fruitness to this, which the more I'm drinking it, I'll be honest, it's the more I'm disliking it for me. It just feels, because I'm looking at this can here, I'm looking at that can and I'm thinking, what the hell have they done? If they're calling this the new Hazy Jane, it's not Hazy Jane. What I'm getting is like a thin, dry. It's a bit pitty in a way. It's a bit dry. It's a bit thin. It's nothing. It's got nothing in common with the old Hazy Jane. And if they called it something different, I might give this beer a little bit more respect, but it's not a brilliant beer anyway. I don't think it is. General BrewDog fodder at the end of the day, boys and girls. I don't think I want to do any more BrewDog beer reviews for a while. I really don't. I think I need a rest from them because they just wind me up. The whole ethos of this brewery, it just winds me up a lot, because the money men have taken over this brewery. The people who run it are looking at pound signs more than the integrity of the beer, and I think, for me, that, don't buy it. Please don't buy it. If it is, it's not that. So don't buy it. Thank you very much for watching this one. As ever, you all stars. And I'll be back most probably tomorrow reviewing some beers and stuff because, everybody's on lockdown and that. And see ya. No, on a serious note, hope you're all well. See you all on my next one. Cheers, everyone.